when the democratically elected government in Chile was overthrown, and there was a boycott called for, and we were getting Chilean grapes all winter long. And we joined the boycott. We stopped buying Chilean products. When the United Farm Workers in California said, please don't buy iceberg lettuce, please don't buy California grapes, we joined the boycott. More recently, 2 or 3 of our members came to us and said, you know, there's a boycott of Coca-Cola going on. There are people organizing unions in Colombia, and some of them are being killed. Not necessarily that Coke was doing the killing, but that of the people, because people were dying. There's a town in India where there's a limited amount of drinking water, and the Coke has built a plant there, and it's taking the water to make Coke that the people needed to drink. And so that's a big problem for those people in India and their survival.
I think people, you know, certain things are human rights issues, that people shouldn't suffer, you know, to produce something that I eat. If I can eat fair trade things, you know, from other countries, I'll do that. You know, like chocolate is a luxury, but, you know, do I want someone to suffer because of my luxury? Not if I have a choice.
We're this organization that was having a town meeting every month. We had a meeting where everybody who wanted to come to the meeting came, and everybody discussed what was on the agenda, and we made our decisions from there. We made all our important decisions from inviting everybody to the meeting. And we still do that. Take the Coke boycott. We voted on the Coke boycott. There were probably 130 people at the meeting. Probably 120 people voted for the boycott. Anybody opposed? Nobody opposed. It's like that every month. Part of our mission is to be a good environmental citizen. We purchase wind electricity. In upstate New York, there are these windmills that put electricity into the grid. We pay extra money because we want to support the building of more windmills. Through education, over the last 20 years, we've gotten our members to bring their own bags for shopping. So recently we decided to not give out those bags anymore, and to ask people to remember to bring their bags with them. And we also stopped carrying bottled water. Because see, in New York City, we're lucky in that we have very good municipal water. And there was a thing that if you don't support the municipal water, and people who have money keep buying the water from bottles, maybe there'll be less support for municipal water, and it'll stop being as good for everybody.
I think it's wonderful that they took that initiative, because then it forces people to think about, you know, reusing water bottles instead of just keeping to buy the plastic ones and then throwing them away and wasting them. So there's little touches like that here that you won't find if you just go to a regular supermarket. So you can see some sort of political agenda here at the co-op, people working together to make changes in small ways, but I explained to them, well, look, it's better if you just buy a container and reuse it.
Well, one of the wonderful things about the co-op is the sense of community, is people working together for a common goal to benefit themselves rather than someone else.
I like the cooperative thing too about it belongs to everybody. Sometimes I think people forget that it belongs to them, but it belongs to everybody. And that's what I like. You know, we're all participating in this. We're all working to help get the job done. So
I don't know, there's just a sense of camaraderie here. Like everybody has to work and, you know, in order to shop here, and so there's that sort of common ground, and you meet a lot of people from different walks of life, and you have the opportunity to connect and talk with them when you're walking them with their groceries to their home or to their car. And yeah, it's really fun.
It's tough, and in New York, the prices of food and stuff and living is all very high, so anywhere you can save a buck, you kind of have to figure out
It's not communist or socialist or something like that. I think it's a progressive idea. I think it's rational to buy and to support your community and keep it strong.
I do think actually that it would have a positive effect in the world if this was happening in many, many communities. And I think it also, I think there's something about food where excessive profits on food, it feels wrong to me. It always has. There's some co-ops in the United States have a slogan. We don't particularly use that slogan, but I like it. It's a food for people, not for profit. I think that's a good slogan. And I think if everybody in the world used that, it would be better.